Well, thank you, everyone. I'm very pleased to be here. I'm Scott Pommeroy with the Downtown DC Business Improvement District, and our eco-district. Our eco-district is based off of our physical geography of the Downtown DC BID, which was established in 1998, covers 140 square blocks. This was as Washington, DC was coming out of economic receivership. There was a need for a higher level of services. So the property owners gathered together and voted to impose a higher level of taxes to be able to provide those services. We have nearly 90 million square feet of built environment and two major projects that are underway right now or in the planning phase, and that's going to bring another 5 million square feet to the downtown area, and at that point we're going to be almost entirely built out. And as you can see, we have a very wide variety of different building and business types. And they end up having a great impact on the resource consumption. As the BID does, one of our major roles is figuring out what the impacts are for all of those stakeholders, and one of those are the very progressive types of legislative drivers that exist here. Green Building Act with new green codes, Clean and Affordable Energy Act with energy benchmarking, finance and other resources with the creation of the Sustainable Energy Utility and PACE funding, the federal mandates that GSA has for leasing preferences, and now the new Sustainable DC development plan are all things that are impacting our stakeholders, and so our role is to educate them on what are these impacts and how can they both work within the structures of those and benefit from them. Those have also resulted in Washington, D.C. being a leader in many categories, whether it's LEED certifications, Energy Star properties, green power purchasing, and green roofs. All of these are in high example throughout the downtown. We now have over 89 Energy Star labeled properties just in the downtown eco-district itself. That is culminated with a lot of effort upon our part of how do we further those sustainabilities and act as a pilot area that helps to really put some of the benefits at the forefront. So coming out of the Green Building Act and the Clean Affordable Energy Act, our board of directors said they wanted to have a little higher attention focused on sustainability. This was also coupled with the energy prices skyrocketing in 2007. So we launched the Downtown DC Greening Downtown DC initiative. That focused on a whole lot of analysis of what were the opportunities and challenges, what was the activity that was going on. We really needed to get a sense of what was occurring across our different stakeholder base, and after doing that level of study, we had heard about what was going on in Portland and the eco-district model, and so we partnered with the Urban Land Institute to co-host a eco-district summit. We invited a number of our key property owners, the utilities, the federal and DC government, and Arlington to showcase what was going on and what were the opportunities and possibilities. And coming out of that, we realized that we really needed to have a much more focused attention on what we were doing, and so in Earth Day in 2011 we declared the downtown BID area as an eco-district. Our most recent success is we just co-hosted the DC Building Energy Summit with the group Core Advisors, and you'll hear a little bit more about that later. One of the things that we did as an early success was focus on something that we had direct control over, what is our basic operations. So we were pulling anywhere from 12,000 to 17,000 bags of waste from the downtown area on a monthly basis, and looking at the contents of that, we realized that a lot of that was recyclable materials. So what could we do that would possibly make that more sustainable? So we piloted a program in 2008 with the Department of Public Works it showed within 3 months that there was something that really did work. We tested a number of cases to see what did work, what didn't, and then it was a challenge of how to take it to scale, and we were able to do that by forming a creative partnership with PepsiCo and the Department of Public Works. PepsiCo bought all of the containers and has a 3-year marketing agreement to help us promote and educate about the program. Department of Public Works installed, and we service the cans. And in a little over a year, we've diverted more than 60 tons of materials from the landfill. In forming the eco-district, we focused on our organization. As we said, it's the entire BID area. The governance is provided by our executive committee. Our board of directors also provides an eco-district advisory group, and our board is representative. We do have both of the major utilities, PEPCO and Washington Gas. We have a number of the major landholders and some of the major cultural attractions, as well as GSA represented on our board of directors. So we have a good representation of the different stakeholder voices that need to be heard. They wanted to make sure that whatever we did was goal and metric driven and performance based. So we established what are some standing committees and working groups. You'll see them later. And then we've been working to integrate the programs and practices across the organization as well. We created the Department of Infrastructure and Sustainability to really provide some focus. Our goals are those of the BID, which are really to enhance our economic performance, increase our market of competitiveness, and focus on some reducing our resource consumption. Our committees focus on disseminating information, and our working groups focus on how to address what are some of the barriers across the specific issue areas. And then for our information, we work with a number of association partners across those different types to really demystify what are a whole plethora of different technologies, groups that are coming at our stakeholders so that we can customize a message that is relevant to them in particular. For the committee, we have a set of, for research, we have a set of opportunities with the real goal of determining what are the market opportunities for our stakeholders and moving forward and being able to provide them with the information that helps them justify their decisions. To get people to move, we're very happy that the Sustainable DC plan is going to be able to set some goals for everyone to be engaged in. And so we're working on helping to champion some challenge-based programs that will engage all of the different stakeholders. We helped the city in launching the Green Power Partnership, where we finished #1 in the country. We're helping to customize ICLEI platform that Arlington uses for their green games to pilot a challenge for our businesses and buildings in the BID. And then just in the end of 2011, we joined with the district in helping them make a pledge for the Department of Energy's Better Buildings Challenge. And as our kickoff for that, the goal is to reduce the energy and across all of the different building types in the BID by 20% by 2020. That's the national goal. And to do that, we held the DC Building Energy Summit. And we wanted to make sure that everybody had the tools to be able to move forward. So we provided them with a roadmap of what they needed to do that. We established a number of different allies that could help them on a local level, and we're hoping to supplement those with the national allies that are provided through DOE. We're working with those association partners so that we are able to address all of the sectors, and now we're finalizing what are going to be some of those featured projects. So that gives you a snapshot of really what we're focused on, and we look forward to the panel. Thank you.